time in, 0-0-2.
Yeah, you know that New York's going to test her quick.
Yes, definitely put that pressure on her.
0-0-1.
Good defense there, though. She's really athletic, so I expect her to get a lot of balls back. Actually, fun fact, Lingwei and Helena played together in PPA Helena women's doubles.
So partners turn adversaries for this one. It'd be fun to watch that. Pisnik not quite ready for that one. But what a great partner to have in your first one in Tina Pisnik.
Yes. Does Tina usually play the right with Etta?
Yes.
So a little bit of an adjustment there for her too.
Yeah, we know Tina well. She trains a lot of everything all the time.
Yes.
She's ready for whatever comes her way.
3-0-2.
New York starting off strong. Just a little unlucky there, off the tape and in.
Yeah, and what I see right now, I mean, I see the New York Hustlers applying a lot of pressure. They're both good singles players. They like to drive their third, be really aggressive with their volleys.
4-0-2.
And it's working out for them right now. Good ball there, Helena.
You saw a little confusion there, but the Ranchers able to get back on track. Tina taking a little bit more. Helena really showing up right now.
Good patience there.
Wondering if that ball hit. See if we get a challenge here.
Yeah, it was close.
Like pickleball is these players definitely, they get teamed up with people they might not play with before, or they might see a different pace. They might see their friend or their partner across the net from them, and how they react to that is important.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely great for up-and-coming players. I mean, obviously she's a sub, but even for other teams, just given the chance to play with players that will probably not play with you yet on the PPA tour, just proving yourself.
And also, too, it's giving her a chance to really show up in this big spotlight here. All right, here we go. 1-4. All right. Last match, we saw a little bit of this with some unforced errors and missed returns. Just out. I mean, you could definitely see the pattern. It's pretty obvious. Yeah. They're trying to really see if they can press the energy here for Jansen.
Yeah, when you don't get the chance to play a lot with this, you know, higher level players, respective players as Tina, you overthink a little bit, you know, what's the right ball?
Just wide as she got what she wanted, not able to get on top of that one to roll it in.
5-2-1.
All right, here we go. We're back after this side switch, and New York is coming out to a pretty dominant lead here. The Texas Ranchers do have a sub. We talked about, and you see it right there, Helena Jansen filling in for Etta.
7-2-1.
I like that though. I mean, you're playing way more solid today, not making mistakes, really going for the balls.
7-2-2.
7-2-2. That's a tough one. So one of the things I'd love to see here, you were discussing it and brought it up in between, is team's got to find a way to create some offense here. Squeeze in the middle, whatever it takes.
It's definitely not it. Yeah, it's a tough position to be, again, she's not used to creating offense, and then Helena.
Something like that. I'm not letting her dictate the action.
We'll
just keep this same pace.
Yeah. Should they almost like switch it up, you know, have Helena on the left side and see if, or is it too late?
It's game point. And that one is called out. A little bit late, but it's called out. And it's going to create a side out. See if they can get some momentum.
Yeah, different pattern.
And that's Tina creating the offense there. You hear the Texas crowd.
Great look there, though. They need a couple more points in this possession.
And that one goes wide. Texas rattling off a couple of points here. Love the chemistry right there from New York. They had a couple of matches to get to know each other yesterday. There's the Tina we want to see.
Yeah, a couple mistakes there from Domi, though. I would take a timeout if I was them, kind of regroup. They were playing really consistent. Now they're making the mistakes, really taking off pressure from Texas Ranchers.
5-10-2.
All right, here we go. Chance number 2 to close out this game 1 of this match. Dominique not able to hit that lob where she wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, we had now Helena on the left. They didn't unwind their stack, so
you called it.
We worked out on that point. Let's see if she can keep just working Lingwei.
And there's a side out.
Yeah.
Texas adapting well.
Yeah, I like that pattern a lot because it removes Lingwei the opportunity to really speed up down the line. You don't want to speed up to Tina.
It's interesting.
Good spot
They're still
there.
going there.
Five, 10-2.
And that one was called out as well.
Side out.
And we're definitely going to have a challenge on that one.
They're asking for...
Call stands, ball is out.
Okay.
Call stands, the ball was out. Great job here by the referees, really taking a look. All right, New York's going to get it back here, trying to close out this game.
Time in. 10-5-1.
Oh.
And there it is. The New York Hustlers take the first game.
And just making a lot of balls, making them play,
0-0-2.
playing confident.
All right, here we go. We're going to start it up. There we go. You can see New York able to fend off that big drive. That one sails long. Maybe a little juiced up coming into this one. Extra excited.
0-0-2.
AJ Koller, the veteran of the game. All right. AJ Koller able to fend that one off. And then watch this angle here from Alshon.
0-0-1.
You definitely see Oncins really trying to cut that ball off out of the air. Something to watch for later.
Ooh.
That return, not what we expected.
2-0-1.
A two-handed backhand cross-court dink from Madonia sails a little high, able to be attacked. There we go, the Ranchers are going all out, starting fast.
Ooh. Thank God for these fans, we almost got hit 2 times.
3-0-2. Point.
Ooh, that was a tough one. AJ's going to regret that one when he watches this back.
Yeah, that was a weird high speed up, but it worked.
That one sails long. The Ranchers are cruising here.
5-0-2.
5-0-2.
Side out.
And confusion in the middle from the Ranchers as they both swing but both miss.
Yeah, if I'm the New York Hustlers, I also start looking a little more for those forehand dings. I feel like both Alshon and Oncins are really set on their backhands, taking any high ball, really doing that backhand flex. So
Goes just a little high. Able to be attacked here as the Ranchers look to move onto 6, switch sides early to tie this matchup up. And they will do it just like that. So we'll see if they can keep that up.
Okay.
All right, Steven, there we go. With a nice defensive highlight right there. Then Eric trying to go for the Ernie.
6-0-2.
He was ready for it. I mean, he knew it's almost like he baited him into speeding up, right?
Proper preparation right there from Oncins.
7-0-2.
You see the reach of Christian Alshon and Eric Oncins is just too much to try and hit that cross-court angle. They're able to take so much out of the air right now. All right, we'll see if New York can make a charge here. Remember, last game they also started off. The women started off a little bit slower. Were able to make some runs.
0-8-1.
Yeah, I mean, those things are just so high. Right now, the Texas Rangers are really being able to speed up every rally.
0-8-2.
All right, A.J. Koller with a backhand defensive winner. Going behind Oncins.
Okay, good serve.
There's 2 in a row.
2-8-2.
Three in a row here from New York. First rule of big comebacks, cut it in half.
Yeah, AJ being offensive right now is really working out for him, so just keep it going. I wish she had taken that first one out of the air.
What a cross-court drop there from Oncins. Being able to use that length, reach out, scoop that one out.
Yeah, great shot there.
And then he hits that one long.
3-9-1.
Okay.
There's the Madonia signature two-handed backhand drive that he loves to hit.
4-9-1.
He's actually, AJ's taking some of those thirds from Madonia's backhand. I think I would rather see Madonia hit that backhand, AJ apply pressure on the net.
A little bit too close to the net to fire that one. I do like that AJ has put that two-hander into his game. Got to keep that one in the pocket a little bit.
9-4-1.
Good ball there.
All right, you're seeing Texas having to really grind out some points here to try and close this one out. Alshon getting big in the middle to create game point. Ranchers looking to tie up this match.
10-4-2.
And there it is. The Ranchers take the men's doubles game 2 here to tie up this match.
Whoa, 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 Pickleballers. Major League Pickleball is coming to San Clemente June 26th to the 29th. You do not want to miss it. Get your tickets at majorleaguepickleball.co.
Men's doubles to mixed, which is a little bit different. Some nuances, a little more court coverage, a little more support on that, Paula. How do you go from, like, you yourself going from women's doubles right into a mixed match? What's the mentality shift?
I mean, oh.
Take your band off.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually easier to go from women's to mixed than, you know, from mixed to women's stuff. Sometimes to get into that mentality of really going for it. But it's easy to just to mix, you know, just make a lot of balls be set on the backhand.
Pisnik making that ball dance around the court. Eric gets to be a spectator on that one. Tina gets to get back to the right side where I think she's a little more comfortable as Eric. Oncins getting big.
Yeah, I mean, and Tina's game for mix especially is just so solid.
And the backhand overhead, that flick stays in. He's also able to keep his feet in. Ooh. Ball sat up there on the top of the net. All right, the Ranchers are able to pull out a nice lead.
0-3-1.
See what New York can do here on their serve. And that goes out as Oncins gets a little bit of leverage support from his teammates on the bench as he crashes over there for that ATP. Schaefer almost able to defend it.
0-3-2.
That one sails long. You see New York really kind of scrambling, maybe playing a little bit into the Ranchers' game style. Oh, Koller with a great volley. You practice those shots, Paula?
Not me. I'm sure he does, though.
Hustlers talking to each other, picking each other up. You mentioned AJ Koller getting offensive. That time it didn't work out for him, Paula.
5-0-2.
One gets put away by Oncins, and again the Ranchers are rolling.
I mean, what do you do when you're in New York, right? Like,
I'll recall.
Game on. Even going behind him didn't work right there.
yeah.
7-0-2. Side out.
All right. They definitely need to get some momentum on their side. So it's cliche, but it starts with one. They got to get off the board right here. Just get something going.
Okay.
That's a good way to start.
Call it.
1-7-1. Second serve.
Schaefer, you can see she's frustrated with herself right there, wanted to get that ball back, but knowing that she was a little out of position.
1-7-2. Side out.
Koller making sure he's well protected on those attacks. 7-1-1 for the Ranchers.
Ooh.
That goes in. Schaefer throws her hands up in disgust. What else do we have to do to make these balls? Just to try and score some points here. The Ranchers just firing on all cylinders. Oncins is playing great right now.
Yeah, almost playing perfect. I mean,
the art,
8-1-1.
what I saw Tina Pisnik do during that point was be able to reset the ball, but not just reset it into the kitchen. Reset it into the kitchen in the place that she wanted it to go, which was Dominique's forehand. That was key and shows the high level that she plays at.
yeah.
All right, AJ, put a highlight reel together for himself.
Side out.
Okay. Let's see if we can get some points here.
1-8-1.
Okay.
There we go. AJ really starting to find some patterns that work for him here. A little trickeration.
2-8-1.
This is just so long being able to drive that ball down to the ground from that angle.
2-8-2.
The Pisnik backhand going right past Koller. Down towards the feet.
8-2-1.
Ranchers with a big lead here, looking to close it out.
Great lob there.
Koller with a great lob. Stays in. I think the Ranchers both thought that was going to go out. That's a tough lob off that half volley right there. Ranchers. They're going to close out this game, take the lead in the match, put a lot of pressure on the Hustlers' next mixed doubles team. Not able to do it right there. Leaving the door open for New York.
Pisnik too good.
A great shot down the middle. Look how she just stayed low. Sold it. Dominique Schaefer is having a not great conversation with herself. And that one sails wide. The Ranchers cheer in delight as they take the mixed game number 1.
Zane Ford, time in, 0-0-2.
And Jansen wins that first battle.
Yeah, I still think that's the pattern, though. You know, Helena is not really gonna speed up or change it up. So
All right, side out. See if the Hustlers can just make a run. Start off this game hot.
ooh,
That one was left. I wouldn't say a little high. I'd say a lot high on that one.
0-1-2.
Alshon able to use that big angle to create the side out here.
1-0-1.
big swing there.
2-0-1.
Off the net. Another one sent long. The New York Hustlers definitely cannot afford to dig themselves a hole. If the Ranchers are going to earn it, great.
3-0-1.
Can't give away points.
Good ball there by Steven.
3-0-2.
Sean speed one up into the net. We haven't had a dream breaker yet, so let's see what New York can do to drive one home. What
Great
a
lob.
lob off the kitchen line. The volley right there.
That's a hard lob out of a volley.
That was impressive.
Yeah, great ball.
Good defense right there. She got caught unwinding the stack.
Yeah, it was a great drive. The spot was perfect. Great ball by Steven.
Watch this backhand flick. Yep, just in. 2-3-2. All right, New York able to get it within one, handing it back to the Ranchers.
3-2-1.
Alshon read that one. Saw Madonia's paddle angle, being able to shift that one, trying to keep her back. Stepped right in.
4-2-1.
Alshon reaching in, being able to take those digs.
He's covering the whole court. At some point, Lingwei does have to go a little bit behind him, push him. He's all the way on the other line, taking those dings.
Off the net and in.
4-9-2.
He is all over the place and just putting the ball wherever he wants right now.
Yeah, just took it.
Nine
9-4-1. Kong taking that one out of the air, putting a lot of pressure. You see Christian was trying to take that one and see if he could make her make an error. And it is a match. Match point here. 10-4-2. 10-4-2. Not quite there.
Way to be ready there, Lingwei.
All right, New York has now or never time. All right, let's see if they can hold off or if the Rangers can take this one home. 10-4-1. She got back to Alshon, floating one up there. Madonia's got a lot of pop.
Yep.
And a missed return does it. Texas sends New York. We call it, that's 95 North, folks. Sending them right back home. The Texas Rangers win this one 3-1. All right, we're going to be here on Grandstand Court. This is Daytona, Major League Pickleball. It's lunchtime, folks, so make sure you grab your DoorDash now and come back for the next one.